thing that helps is that I know that I'm as prepared as can be. I know this project more than anybody else in this room. So even though I'm nervous before every presentation, right when I get started, I remind myself that, you know this inside and out, and that's really what helps you no matter where you go. So my official title is Associate Planner, and I am a city planner for the city of Benicia. I review development. So let's say you're looking at buying a particular property, I would let you know at the counter what the regulations are, what you could do over the counter, what needs a public hearing, and what you can't do. So the biggest project I've worked on was with my previous boss at the city of Berkeley. And we processed this mixed-use building in downtown Berkeley. And I believe it was around 6 stories, and it's under construction now. So if you're ever in downtown Berkeley, you can drive by 1950 Addison. It's gonna be a pretty nice looking building. I didn't always know I wanted to be a city planner. I did know I wanted to be an architect. You won't believe it. I consider myself an introvert, but I was on student leadership, and I was actually president my senior year of ASB. I remember in ASB we had to do journals every day, and it really just made you reflect on just the simple act of reflecting. And I mean, something like that goes a long way in a job that's as hectic like this. You really can't just hit the ground running all the time. You really got to take a step back and think about how you're going to approach a project or how you're going to approach a problem. The degree was amazing. So I went to Cal Poly Pomona. It's one of the Learn by Doing schools. And so many of my core classes involved going to different cities. We would be given like a theoretical or an actual site, and then we would have to, for example, do a development based on what the city would allow, so city regulations. If you're unsure between city planning, landscape architecture, or architecture, consider some summer architecture programs or some summer city planning programs, and that might also help you figure out whether you want to go into this career after you graduate. So I would recommend that high schoolers, just read and dabble in a few books on planning, going to your city's planning commission meetings or your city council meetings, just to get an idea of what kind of projects go through your city. So yeah, like I mentioned, City of Dallas was the first job where I did planning, and I mean, walking into that council chambers was very intimidating. It was very huge, it was very official, and the thing that helps is that I know that I'm as prepared as can be. I know this project more than anybody else in this room. So even though I'm nervous before every presentation, right when I get started, I remind myself that, you know this inside and out, and that's really what helps you no matter where you go. So time management is important because you're gonna have some long-range projects, and you're gonna have some shorter projects or research assignments. And you're gonna be given deadlines for all of those. And you're gonna have to learn how to backtrack and backplot all the days and how you're gonna accomplish those deadlines. I wasn't at the top of my class. I didn't have the best grades. You guys should be persistent. You should always be persistent, and you shouldn't give up. And then for those people who are at the top of your class, keep it up. Like, you guys are opening a lot of doors for yourself. Most of the projects that I deal with are never simple. A lot of things take research. And a lot of these issues are complex, even though they may seem simple on paper. And the reason why I love that is it always keeps my mind busy. It always keeps my mind working. And I feel like it's never dull. It's never dull, it's never the same. And yeah.